Hey, this is Trey from Straight Ahead Samples. I just want to do a quick walkthrough of this Greenwich Village Soprano instrument. So it's one of the two instruments in our new My Favorite Soprano, soprano saxophone. This one's more of the modern, straight ahead jazz kind of sound. So probably the more workhorse kind of quote unquote normal soprano saxophone. The other one being a more New Orleans heavy vibrato kind of sound, kind of an old time kind of sound. This is a pretty cool track. I just wanted to kind of show a few things about it. So obviously, so we've got our, if I put this back in real time. So it's a pretty kind of straightforward. I'm using the real vibrato on this one. So the modulation vibrato is this. So this one's the one that's controllable. So you can go in here and change the speed. You can hear it's actually quite close to the real thing. So here's the recorded. So the performer actually played the vibrato. So I've got the vibrato on. I'm using just the tape mic, so the close mic on this, and I'm actually using. This is pretty cool. This is my kind of first time messing with this, but this Vienna MIR thing. So it's kind of a way to place the instruments in the room. It's really amazing sounding, actually, really beautiful. So this is realistically probably not the right room for this, but it's pretty cool how you can kind of move things. So I kind of got everything placed in here. Using this to kind of place it. I'm not using a ton of it. Oh, I gotta put smart delay. Even I forget to turn smart delay on sometimes. So it's pretty cool. You can move the microphone around, like how. How much of the hall we're hearing. It's doing all kinds of pretty magical stuff with early reflections, and so I was just using it to kind of place a group on a stage, not using a ton of it, using more of the close mics, but it's actually really amazing. I think there's all kinds of different rooms. I might have to get all of them and find one that may be a little bit better for jazz, but it's still, I think it sounds really good. So I was kind of messing with that. That's pretty cool. And you can see in here I did a little bit of expression. So on some notes where it didn't quite have the taper I wanted, so let's see, I guess this note. So if we just listen from here. Yeah, it didn't let go quite as softly as I wanted. So adding in some expression is always nice, or giving a little more volume in a spot. So I guess there's like a little. For whatever reason, I just felt like it needed a little bit extra there. So I kind of like to leave the expression at around the mid 90s, and then I can give a little more, a little less, but it's still, playing pretty loud. So some little bit of expression. This one, these Sopranos, they have multiple dynamics, of course, but this one's kind of more of a louder kind of track. So it's pretty. Once it gets to the solo section, it's pretty much full on. And you can see, I've mentioned this in other instrument videos, but I don't ride the mod wheel. I don't keep my hand on it and go up and down. The instruments aren't really made to work that way. You think, just imagine them like a like you gave a chart to a musician, you would write forte or mezzo forte, and they would add in all the dynamics. And so all the smart delay, the way we record the player and the way smart delay works, it's all that subtle dynamic stuff is baked in. So you don't really need to write it unless something's sticking out. So maybe, so look like that note, I guess, stuck out. So I just popped the velocity down for that one. So, you can, if something is too loud or too quiet, you can always adjust the modulation to get a different dynamic sample, a quieter one or a louder one. You should certainly use it to its full capabilities, but I wouldn't ride it. Keep your left hand on it and just up and down, up and down, up and down. You're not really, it doesn't really matter. Cool. And then obviously I've got the real piano in here. Again with the mono tape, and what's cool about the MIR thing, it's loaded. You send it all just like you would any other instrument, and it's just an effect, and they all get sent. There we go. And they all get sent to the stage, and you can move the piano around and. Piano's kind of a good example. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So this is not like a demo for MIR, but it's pretty. So yeah, and I've got our bass, straight ahead bass, and straight ahead jazz drums. Just a little quartet here going. And it sounds pretty great. Yeah, so thanks for watching. There'll be a full walkthrough of both of the instruments in My Favorite Soprano coming in the next day or two. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll check out the whole track now. Thanks.